Hi, welcome to Pictures, Noise and Words. I'm Hedgy.
And I'm Paz.
And this is a band I can't pronounce. Let's give it a go. This is SHYLMAGOGHNAR. SHYLMAGOGHNAR.
That'll do for me.
Almost certainly
off the
wrong.
tongue.
And as usual, I'm sure I'll get comments phonetically spelling out how to say this. But SHYLMAGOGHNAR. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. Have a look at the title of this video.
Can you imagine it? If you're speaking to your gran. Oh, you're in a band, son. What's it called?
Well, Nan, it's called. and our logo looks like a pile of sticks.
It does.
And this one's like going a little bit for the pile of sticks, but not too over the top pile of sticks. So this has been requested several times. Ubernoodlex has requested this several times. Let's have a look. Ricardo Oliveira requested this. Tommy
Alinen?
Either Alinen or Alainen. Tommy spelt the sort of Norwegian way, so I'm guessing that's Alainen.
Alainen, yeah.
You know who you are. We've had lots of requests for this, so why wouldn't I? I do not know this band. I do not even know how to pronounce this band. This is a song called Transience, and it's, he says, just moving his video around, it's off the album called Transience, which I'm not sure when it came out, but this song's this year, so it's a good chance the album came out this year too. And that's all I know.
I don't know this one.
Don't
I
even
think it's
know.
their second album because it says it on there.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, second album. Oh, 29th of June this year it came out. It literally says it under the video. As usual, I've done tons of research. And you can even get the lyrics with the subtitles. Should we switch on the lyrics? Won't hurt, will it? I'm guessing if I click CC, there we go. We might get the lyrics. Looking at their logo, I'm going to go for death, blackened metal, blackened death. How's that? I just like that term.
I think we're going to get a bit of blackened with a bit of ambience in it as well.
All right.
It's a really
you mean
slow,
they'll have a keyboard player?
Black and Doom. I'm going to call it Black.
Oh,
and
Doom. Okay.
Doom.
So, and that's just going off the logo and the album
like
cover.
the cover.
We don't actually have any idea.
The cover reminds me of a 80s thrash metal, like a Nuclear Assault type cover.
Oh, right, yeah.
Logo aside, obviously.
I know what you mean. It's very small on a different screen over there. Actually, I've got it here, bigger. There we go. Yeah, I know what you mean. So yeah, the title of the band on this album cover is pretty unreadable. So they had which is pushing me more towards the black sort of metal. Anyway, SHYLMAGOGHNAR, which is almost certainly perfect pronunciation. Here we go, because I don't know what to say because I don't know anything about them. What I do know is I haven't got my earpiece in as usual.
We can't go on a Friday night drunken ramble, can we? Because we don't know enough about them.
No, that's right. Yeah. It's 12 minutes long, this, but we don't care. It's not a video, I don't think. Keyboards.
It's tastefully done. It's not. Yeah, it's tastefully done. It's adding mood.
I really like long songs. Didn't get far, did we? I think, you know, the keyboard bit there, that synthesizer violins, you can just imagine them replacing that with genuine violins. You know, if they got big.
Oh yeah, proper,
you know, and like every band that gets a certain size, they then do a gig with an orchestra, because it's usually what you have to do. And you can just imagine that. I was kind of replacing it with like 20 violins in my head, and it would sound pretty epic, I think. So it's like a keyboard heavy Winter Sun.
Winter Sun came to mind actually, yeah, because some of the riffing is reminiscent of Winter Sun, I think.
It's got a nice epic sound to it. I like a big sound. I like all sorts of sounds, but this scratches a certain kind of itch. Oh, yeah.
That's lovely. Interesting. Epic.
Epic. It's definitely the first word that comes to mind. Little Mix have put out a new song
Okay.
with Nicki Minaj on it. I think it's called Woman Like Me.
Where is this going? Carry on.
Because, you know, I'm a huge Little Mix fan. I'm not. And I heard it yesterday or the day before, or whatever. I've kind of banished it from my mind a little. But this brought to mind Little Mix's new song.
Okay. Looking forward to this.
Because I heard Little Mix's new song. I don't know why. I don't know why I heard it, but I did hear it. I watched the video too, but that's another story. And there is nothing to it at all. Little Mix fans will tell me I'm wrong and that I'm missing the point. But they basically just sing the line, "Woman Like Me," about 100 times. And I'm being unfair, but not by much. There is no substance to it at all. And it literally did spring to mind while I was listening to this, because this is the amount of effort and thought that's gone into making this, who are, you know, I've never heard of them. And then you've got Little Mix, unfortunately, who I have heard of, filling stadiums, singing more or less the same song over and over again in 3-minute sound bites that they didn't write or have much to do with, probably, other than turn up, wear very little and sing. It's just It's just wrong. Because this is epic. And it's not fair to compare Little Mix to this, or the other way around, but I am anyway. It's just the Little Mix song is so vacuous that it kind of annoys me. I think I mean, it's not called popular music for nothing, is it? But I was just thinking, God, listen to this, and then think about that, and the difference in their audiences and so on. That's all it is. I was just sat there thinking, it's just not right. But this is one of those things you've got to be in for the ride, haven't you? You can't. If you like your songs 3 minutes long, you're never going to connect with this. You have to be in for the whole journey. Because to be honest, the first half of this is quite simple. It's like the same chord progressions, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm not going to go, ooh, it was great.
No, it's not the best song I've ever heard.
I have to be as honest as I can, and I thought it was very interesting. And the last couple of minutes, when it broke down to have a piano break, it was a bit of a relief, really, because it was just a wall of overproduced guitars, if I'm being honest. And some of the guitar licks were quite nice in the first bit, but it was all of the same speed, the same type, and it's just
which is a very black metal trope.
Yeah.
And then cycling.
That riff that came in after the piano break, that can't be a better piano when well used, and that was really well used. That, and it's like you had some palm muting in it, and proper riffage, and I thought that sounded great. And to the end, it was really good.
There was a bit.
I probably, if it was me writing it, I probably would have brought that in a lot sooner and cut down the length of the song by 4 minutes.
Yeah, one thing that did strike me, that song could have been shorter. But having said that, it is of a particular genre where people love the epic journey, and they're quite happy for it to be as long as it can be. This we're talking about people who'd listened to one song that covered a whole CD that just went,
Because we were talking in the last video, the Soilwork one, about mood.
Yeah.
And I think this probably creates a mood over a whole album. I think you have to listen to it start to finish. Taking it out of context, it probably
if you listen to
judging it a little unfairly. But if you go down what I've said, if you bring it back, these to break down a little bit earlier, if you have more breakdowns, then you're starting to turn them into early Opeth a little bit, aren't you? Because they just threw changes around like confetti at times.
And I mentioned Winter Sun earlier, but they're not like Winter Sun. I don't think that's fair. It's just that I could hear this.
I think there's
Winter Sunness.
Yeah. It's the overproduced layers of guitars, I think, and keyboards that all melt into one.
I wasn't absolutely certain it was a real drummer.
All right, I didn't pick up on that.
Yeah, but I could be wrong.
Because if you listen carefully, there's not a lot going on music-wise in that, especially in the first 8 minutes. Might be a couple of changes, but if you just listen to the chord progressions, it's with a couple of wiggly bits, and that's more of a mood style thing.
Absolutely, it's a genre thing, and
I found it really interesting, and good to listen to. I found the second half of it very entertaining, very, very entertaining.
Which is what it was building to.
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah, but I just felt the first 7 minutes is probably too much of the same. Too much of the same.
There was a point where it repeated. And I thought, you don't need to repeat it again. Hit at this stage, you could move on now, and this could be a couple of minutes shorter. And this is not. I don't like criticising stuff. I'm just saying what you're doing. Just observation, just being honest and observation kind of thing. Because some people love the like I say, that the journey can go on as long as possible. People love long journeys. Look at Lord of the Rings. People love that epic thing, and it's building, but I think it could have built a little sooner. And chopped a couple of minutes off.
But I think it is a style. Iron Maiden, their progressiveness I made, especially on the later albums, does include a lot of repeated parts, and a lot of Iron Maiden fans do love that because you get the same thing at the same speed for quite a long time. And this reminded me of the similar songwriting thing until it broke down to the piano, and then so the second half was really good. Really good.
But I love listening to stuff that I wouldn't normally get to hear.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know, so thank you very much for recommending that, because I really liked it. Don't get me wrong.
I did like the guy's voice. I like the guy's voice as well. And
the subtitles thing was a good idea, though.
It's a lyric video on the cheap.
Yeah, how to do a lyric video. Just add subtitles to it.
Yeah.
That was a good idea, because, you know, death black metal vocals are not the easiest thing to pick apart when you're trying to hear them.
Because you kind of, I mean, if you just listen to that, you wouldn't be able to tell what he's saying.
But when you read it,
it was quite
you
poetic,
can hear what
wasn't
he's
it?
saying.
Yeah, it was quite poetic what he was trying to.
Yeah.
What he was
but
saying.
you could also hear him singing those words, whereas without them, you might not have. You know, you've only got one or two of them. But yeah, well, there you go. I'm not going to try and say the band name again, but Transience looks like this and came out. I've forgotten already. June.
It was.
June
I think this band, and especially that song, would definitely help with repeated listens, and I think there was enough in there for me to go back and keep listening to it.
Yeah, and as I always say about these sorts of things, if that is your genre, this is a great example of that genre. So, you know, some people it just won't be their thing. A bit like me with Little Mix. It's just not my thing. Though repeated listening to Little Mix, I'm not going to bring out any more detail, I don't think, out of their song. But you know, if this is your genre, there are good and bad examples of everything, and I think this is a really good example of its genre. So spot on. Thank you very much, everyone who recommended that. Please recommend me some more stuff that I may not have heard of. 93,000 people have seen this video, so it certainly has an audience, as it should. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think, and we'll see you soon.
See you now.
Thanks. Bye.